This is a very fascinating day. 6 years plus I've been up on Beacon Hill. This is a day which, you often hear about legislators taking up the issue of taxes. And this has not been a disappointment in the sense of what you've been hearing from the members that have taken the podium. But I'm a little concerned about what I perceive personally as a disconnect between what I'm hearing in the building by the majority party and what I'm hearing in my district and where I go and what I hear when I read newspapers and watch television and listen to radios regarding how people are doing all over the country, all over the state of Massachusetts and all over my district. And I'm hearing a complete disconnect because in this building, it seems to be times are tough. We need to go back and ask the people to give us more. And what my district's saying to me is, read my lips, no new taxes. My district's telling me they don't have any more. And I don't think it's just my district. I don't think I'm misreading the mood of the Commonwealth and the mood across this country. These are very difficult times right now we're in. And I find it really fascinating that the legislature feels instead of learning to live within our means, like families are doing everywhere in this country right now, families are cutting vacations. Families are cutting budgets. Families are not eating out as much. Families are learning to live within the economy we have. Yet we in Massachusetts feel that a $27 billion budget isn't enough. I know there are members that have come forward today very passionately, very eloquently, and they truly are concerned about services that are being cut. But you would think sometimes that we're actually eliminating state government. We've got a $27 billion budget, and I think the people of Massachusetts, and I can tell you, the people in my district are saying, live within your means. Do not come back to us for more because we just don't have it. And I'm fascinated that people aren't hearing that same message. That the message, when times were good, we've had, since I've been in this building now 7 years, we've had record revenues coming in almost every year. And we've taken those revenues, and to our credit, we've put some into the rainy day fund. But also, we have lived a very good life. We have expanded many programs. We have increased many things, including the highlight, I would say, of the spending spree we had in Beacon Hill over the last 5-6 years was this health care bill we've passed. It is a Cadillac spending bill, and it is unfortunately not affordable anymore. And yet, instead of cutting back the programs that we've expanded when times were good, because when you have a home and a family or a community and times are good, you enjoy the lavish lifestyle as you can. And you go on more vacations. And you do go out to dinner more, and you do live a better life. And that's what we did for the last 7 years. And now it's time for us to live within our means. And I do not hear that message today at all. You have people, the reason our revenues are down, and they're clearly down, and why we're having this discussion at all, revenues are down because people don't have the money to give to us. And what is our response to the people out there, the people we represent, the people of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? We know you're hurting. We know you don't have the money to give us. So our solution is to go after you and pick your pocket for $300 or $400 for family more. It's astonishing to me that you're not hearing what I'm hearing from my constituents and the people I am hearing and reading and listening to all over. So there's clearly some disconnect that I'm not hearing the right thing or some other folks aren't hearing it, because it's pretty clear to me what I'm hearing out there. Now, I think it's interesting when you think about the other aspect of this, about the economic stimulation going on. You've got a situation where the national government understands that we have an obligation as a government to help promote spending. We don't have to be economists to understand that the way you get the economy going is to keep money in people's pockets, give them a positive atmosphere, and give them the ability to spend. But what are we doing in response to this? Exactly the opposite. Our idea to solve this economic crisis is to pick people's pockets and give it to government, which does not create and expand. It's astonishing to me that we continue to do this. Now, there are also people I've heard and I've read today, even in some of our local newspapers, that talked about, well, their justification for this is we are 45th in the nation when it comes to a sales tax, so we need to increase the sales tax in Massachusetts because we're 45th. Well, you know what? It's interesting because Mark Twain once says there are lies, there are damn lies, and there are statistics. And you know what I find fascinating? Is, yeah, we're 45th in the country on sales tax, so let's increase it. Well, you know what? We have other things besides sales taxes in Massachusetts. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the personal income tax, the sales tax, cigarette tax, meals tax, alcoholic beverage, hotel, gas, vehicle excise tax, if you haven't forgotten that one, vehicle rental surcharge. Anybody seen that one? That was a good one for me. I didn't remember that one. Deeds, property real estate, estate taxes, business taxes, corporate taxes, public utilities, insurance, banks, unemployment insurance. We got plenty of taxes. We got plenty. And we're going to add more. It's astonishing to me that that is the approach we're going to take as a legislative body at a time of the economics we're in right now in this world, in this country, in this state, that this is our approach, is to raise taxes. So, Mr. Speaker, I just would like to ask the members to oppose this amendment when it comes up, and I would ask that the vote be taken of the yeas and nays.